Good morning, class. If you could all just line up at the back of the classroom for me. Of course, as it is a new year, you will all be getting new seats. I have my seating chart here, but first things first, I would like to take attendance just to make sure I know who's all here and who's off. Okay. I'm about to take attendance, so I'm going to need you to be quiet. Okay? Perfect. Right. I will not take this behavior from you today. Alright. Okay. Is Aaron here? Aaron. Ailey. Ailey. Cameron. Cameron C. Ewan. Ewan. Sirius. Sirius. Rachel. Is Rachel here? Yeah, Rachel's there. Yeah. Lindsay. Is Lindsay not here? Okay, I'll wait a minute to mark her down. She might just be late. Poppy. Hi, Poppy. Here. Amy L. Amy L. Grayson. Grayson's here. Bella. Bella's here as well. Very good. Amy M. Vera. Vera. Aiden. Is Aiden not here? Alright. Gonna keep it fun for now. Cameron P. Sarah. Ben. Ben's here. Khaleesi. Here. Yeah. Yeah. That's with 2 E's, isn't it? Just making sure. Tom. Tom. Daisy. Daisy. You need to listen, Daisy. Alex. Tiffany. Tiffany, I love your hair. Ellie. Izzy. Izzy. Jenny. You're in my class last year. And Callum. Callum's here. Alrighty. 1 second, boys and girls. Welcome to New Year's School. I am Miss Flora. I had some of you in my class last year, didn't I? Yes, I think it was Jenny, Vera, Ben, Tom, and Grayson, yeah? Yeah, all you guys haven't had me before, right? Perfect, okay. So I'm just gonna get started by seating you all down. Now I understand that you may not be sat with a friend. However, I think it's important that you mix and mingle with new people. Some of you will be, but sacrifices have to be made. Okay? Perfect. Okay, sitting at this table is Aaron and Sarah. Yes, boys will be sitting next to girls, and I won't hear any noise about it. And that table, it'll be Amy L. and Daisy. Sit there, yeah. Then this table, it'll be Callum, and you'll be sitting next to Aiden, but Aiden isn't here yet. He might just be off today, so. Then this table will be Ailey and Tom. Ailey, you're sitting on the left there. I'll be hearing no complaints about it. behind you, Amy and Tom, on that table, it'll be Amy and Jenny. Very good. And then on that table to your left will be Grayson, and you'll be sitting next to Lindsay, but again, not seated here yet. Then next to you will be Ben and Ewan. I'm not going to be waiting around all day for you. Yes, Ben. Ellie and Rachel will be sitting on the table there. Behind Ellie and Rachel will be Vera and Tiffany. Good girls. Bella and Alex will be on that table there. Very good. Cameron P and Khaleesi will be sitting on that table next to Bella and Alex to the right. Then at the far end there, it'll be Izzy and Sirius. Okay. And of course, it's just you left, Cameron C and Poppy. You will be sitting on the table behind Bella and Alex. Perfect. Now, in case you guys forget where you're sitting, I will be putting this up on my wall so you can keep an eye on it. Now, I hope you will respect this seating chart. I will not have people wandering around and changing. I will notice. Very good. Just pop this to the side for now. And let's start. Now, as your teacher, I will be teaching you maths, English, history. With a couple of other things sprinkled about in there. And you will have Miss Clark for science. You will have Miss Layton for drama. And you will have Mr. Smith for music. Okay, I have here. Yes, Monday after lunch you will be having science. Tuesday after break, again science. Thursday after break will be drama, and Friday morning will be your music period. And that the entire rest of the time you will be here with me. First things first, I would just like to go over a couple of things you should all have brought for you for your first day. I've already noticed some beautiful pencil cases and bags. They look very new, very pretty. However, I just want to make sure everyone has the necessary equipment going into their new year. Okay. First and foremost, I would like to get started with the most important piece of equipment that you'll bring into school with you, your pencil case. Everyone should have one of these. And of course, your grown-up boys and girls now, we will be moving on to using pens. No more pencils now except for math. We will be using pen and everything else that we'll be doing. And I expect it to be either black or blue. No pinks, no purples, and I expect it to be a dark blue as well, not a light blue. I will not be accepting any yellow pencils. Trust me, you will just find yourself having to do the work again. Of course, you will need your highlighters and a Pritt stick. Now, we do provide these. However, I find it best to always bring your own if you can. And of course, for your pencils, you will need a pencil sharpener. Again, school does provide these, but to make it easier, it is best for you to try and bring your own. Alright. There are going to be a couple of things, however, I do not expect you to bring, and neither does the school. These are big grown-up pieces of stationery, and you will be able to come take them from my desk. Starting with stapler. Now, does people know what this does? Yes, Ellie. Very well done. staples pages together. Now, obviously, this is quite a dangerous piece of machinery. We do not expect you to carry on your own. You can take this from my desk only with permission. Next. Yes, both of them seem to be rather crocodile teethy, don't they? We have a whole bunch. Now, what does this do? Sorry, what was your name again? It will take me a wee minute to learn everyone's names who I haven't already taught before. So just give me a couple of days and I'm sure I'll have them down pat. What's this for? Punching holes in papers. This is so you can file it away. Now, the school doesn't necessarily expect you to bring in ring binders for yourself. However, if at home you want to be able to organize your notes in ring binders, you're perfectly able to do that, but we only require you to put your work into composition books. But if you ever need it, maybe for an art project, we do art. However, it is a little bit rare. We usually do art in relation to various English or history projects. Maybe you may do a couple in science. Yes, the art funding has gone a bit over the couple of years, so we make do with what we've got. And now, sellotape. This is not a particularly dangerous piece of stationery, obviously. However, it is a costly one, and many times in the past students have used this for something that is not schoolwork. They will stick it to their arms or their faces, they'll put it on tables, on their chairs, on walls. Not acceptable. So all sellotapes are kept on my desk, and you can only use this with permission. If you tear a piece of paper, just get a new piece of paper. You do not need to use sellotape. Sellotape is precious. Okay? Now, dangerous. Scissors. Again, the school provides scissors. There's not too many left for this class. I think we have a class of 26 this year. From my recollection, there are 15 scissors. So, as you may be able to guess, there aren't exactly enough to go around for you all. I do have a big pair of grown-up scissors on my desk. However, again, these are obviously quite sharp, quite big, quite dangerous. You can only use these with permission and only if the situation really requires for you to use them. They're not very safe. If I see anyone taking these from my desk that haven't asked, you will be in big trouble. These are nothing to play around with, and if you do take them, if you need to hold them, you hold them like this, not like this, because if you fall, you will do a lot less damage holding the device together rather than holding them by the handle. Okay? Next up, we have post-it notes. Obviously, these aren't very dear, these aren't very dangerous. However, we don't really have much use for these throughout our school year. If you really need them, you can take one of mine, but it has to be with purpose. I don't want to have people plastering these all over. Okay? For very simple use. We need to save the planet. And we have Tipp-Ex. Now, Tipp-Ex is going to become a lot more important to you this year now that you are using pens. There is the liquid Tipp-Ex and there is Tipp-Ex like this. That sort of works in a sellotape sort of covering. You cannot use this upon all occasions because it's quite a waste overall. If you make a lot of mistakes, you're going to be full of Tipp-Ex, your work ends up looking very messy. You should only use Tipp-Ex when really needed. If you have final papers and maybe only have one or two mistakes, you can use Tipp-Ex. However, if you can, I expect you to cross things out. As long as you do not cross them out in a messy way, I will accept it. Very good. And now, next up, a calculator, yes. Now this also is a big grown-up calculator. You all should have calculators. Yes, but they'll be little itty bitty ones, only really do multiplication, addition, dividing, and subtracting. This is a big one. This isn't going to be necessarily one you're going to need too much this year. However, just in case any of you guys forget your calculator and we are doing math, there is one way that you can use, but I only have 2 spare. The majority of you are going to have to remember. Can I trust you? I can trust you. To the big school, and you can use these big scientific calculators that do come in lovely colours. You can decorate them all you want to. However, when it comes to doodling, I have rather a strict policy on doodling. You can do it on spare bits of paper, in the spare paper drawer, not new pieces of paper. And you are not to do it when you are supposed to be working. I do not want to see a flower or something obscene, boys, in one of your composition books. If you do, that is an immediate call home to your parents. Okay, good. Next, highlighters. I did already mention highlighters, however, I think you probably have the standard bright pink, bright yellow, bright orange, bright green highlighters. These are pastel highlighters. They are very pretty. Now, I'm not going to let anyone just use these willy-nilly. On Fridays, if your work has been particularly good all week, I will let one person use my pastel highlighters. But it won't be every week, it'll be special occasions only. These are very dear to me, they are very pretty. I do not want to see anyone taking these off my desk without permission. Good. Now, the last thing not a piece of stationery. This hand sanitizer. I see that you are all wearing your masks, which is very good. I do not want to see any of those being taken off. They stay on your face at all times unless you are either drinking water or eating. But you will only be eating in the canteen. You have to ask permission to drink water. I will allow you 9 times out of 10, but I do not want to see anyone taking off their mask. We are in a pandemic and the situation is sensitive. To combat the pandemic, we need hand sanitizer. There's hand sanitizer. At the doors of the classroom, I saw you all sanitize when you came there. It's very good. But I find it best if you also bring your own. So if you need any topping ups, if you accidentally brush hands with someone, so you can do it without having to get up out of your seat and go to the door. Great. Also, we'll need to talk to you a little bit about social distancing. Now, as you can see, the desks are placed far apart from each other to meet the 2-meter requirement. However, I'm going to expect all of you to be responsible. The person who I put you with in the plan is going to be your buddy. Okay. And with your buddy, you'll be able to form a bubble with another desk next to you. That desk will be the desk just to the side of you. So, Cameron and Poppy, due to the uneven numbers, we won't be able to quite form a bubble with you yet. I am sorry, it's just the government guidelines. There's nothing much I can really do. Hopefully within a few months it'll be let up and you will be able to bubble with the rest of the class. But so far, the bubble, you are primarily to remain with your table partners. You can go in groups of 4, only if we're doing group work. And yes, can probably if we're doing big group work, I will personally help you. Okay. Apart from that, in the canteens and the breaks, you are only meant to stay with your table partner. And you will try and remain 2 meters away from everyone else. Yes, you have to. It's non-negotiable. 2 meters at all times. The canteen is specifically set up, the music rooms, the drama rooms, the science rooms. So in science and drama and music, you will be paired up with your table partner. Yes. And that'll be your person, your buddy, until otherwise. But you're going to really need to respect it when moving around the classroom as well, keeping as far apart from people as possible. I understand that this is difficult, and part of school is about socializing, but at the moment, it can't be. School has to be primarily about education. It's just the way it is right now. I am sorry. I understand. We are no longer allowed to hang out with other teachers. I am to go into the staff room, stay in my corner, come back here. You guys are my company. So, if we are going to be in our own classroom, we can all have fun, social distantly. How does that sound? It's going to have to do. Now that we've done all that, let's get started to what we're going to be learning about for this first term. In maths, we will be learning our times tables. You've gone up to the 4 times table. We will be doing 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. It sounds scary, but it isn't. It's very easily managed, and I'll be here to help you. In history, we are going to be studying the Romans and the Celts. It's very exciting. And hopefully, if COVID-19 is allowed, we will be able to bring in an expert, and they will bring in costumes relevant to the time period, and you'll all be able to try them on, and hopefully, with the help of the drama teacher, we'll be able to recreate a scene from that time using the costumes. Historically accurate, of course. Of course, obviously I was all permitted, but you know, fingers crossed. And in English, we will be studying 2 books. First is The Wonderful Wizard of Oz by L. Frank Baum. Some of you may have read this already. It's a very good book. And the second we will be studying is Harry Potter and the Philosopher's Stone by J.K. Both of these books should be in your capabilities, but if they aren't, we can have a talk. We can maybe see about transferring to someone else. There's absolutely no shame learning another book. Okay. So, in the morning day, we are going to be starting with the 5 times tables. If everyone could get out your notebooks and a pencil, we can get started.